Oh no, having a massive skill issue with the typing. Jesus Christ. Is it here? Yes, okay. No, what am I doing? It's such a choke. Yo. There. Okay. Right, now I can finally start. God, I made a complete meal of that. Alright, let's begin qualifying then. Everyone on the grid, I believe. Oh, Leon is now here. Oh, I didn't see it. That's. I'm sorry, Leon. Oh, he gets the chance of starting from the back now, I guess. I'm blind. Also, it is 7 minutes after the start time, technically, so he doesn't have too much to complain about. Anyways, let me get up the chat. Wow, this onboard view is really loud. Jeez. There we go. Okay. And you join us for round 5 of the NVE Season 3 at the RedBull Ring in Austria. Looking very cloudy to begin with today. Misty conditions there. It's quite suboptimal track conditions for this first pass at quali. Cycle through the grid. Who's first on track? That is Astro, and then this end. I don't remember the numbers for the corners, but I guess this would be turn 4. And so he's just going through turn 4 now. Interestingly, waiting. I don't know if he's trying to give slipstream something. Leon, my man. Another, you're too late. Oh my god, what is going on here? Skipping the roll on outlaps. Maybe he just wanted to slipstream with Misha in front. Even that will be a key factor on this track. It's about a net gain from being in slipstream. You do lose a bit in sector 2, but you gain most of it back on the run up to turn 3 and turn 4. So, let's see, everyone's starting their first laps now. Let's go on board of Misha for this first one, so we can get a quick track guide for anyone unfamiliar. Braking around 100 board for turn 1, wide line, taking all the curve. Misha actually missing the curve slightly, but does mean their exit is a lot more stable. Don't be bouncing around too much on that in the front engine cars, so they can really upset the rear actually. So now up into turn 3, 100 board again. A little bit late on this occasion, but front end still swings in nicely. Trying to really straight line the exit there, especially in these Group 3 cars. Traction not the best for the amounts of power they have. Turn 4. Quite deep here. That's a bit too deep, actually. You're aim for that inside curve and then wash out to the outside where Misha ended up there. Now, sector 2, the real technical part of this track. You need a good front end for this bit. And so, you'll see here, just rotating through this section there, having to be really patient on the power there. Still getting a huge kick of oversteer regardless. That is sector 2 finish, onto the last 2 corners which round out this lap. You have one very fast right-hander all over the curve there. And then the second one, be careful on the exit here. Not take too much curve. And up to line for a 127.6. I expect to see Misha go much faster than that this section. So that is not a very exceptional lap by her standards. And that's not a good way to start the next one. Not only is that a penalty, that's also way off the track. Let's see, how's everyone else doing? 29, 30, 31. No one really setting a representative time there. I didn't really see what was going on because we were riding a lot of Misha for that lap, but it appears they've had some sort of issue towards the back of the grid. Alfie 30.3. Back on the grid, actually, is Alfie, after taking a break from B for a while. That lovely purple BRZ. Very nice livery, actually. Look at that. Really stands out in these dark conditions as well. It's getting fairly close towards the back of the grid, actually. Steph setting 130.2 there. Only 300s faster than Alfie. Luke actually goes even faster. 8 tenths ahead of Steph now in the BMW once again. Nice clean M stripe going on that car. Do like that livery. 4.5 tenths of Astra at the moment in the Nissan. I expect they'll both go faster though. Let's see what Astra's second time is. It's a good accident to start-finish straight. What's it going to be? So it won't be much faster. No, it's actually slower. Yeah, track conditions must be quite slow right now for him not to improve on that lap. Ooh. That is the risky run in turn 1 there. Gun the power too early or take too much curve and you can kiss goodbye to your lap. In that case, to your car. You see Luke now hitting the end of sector 2. What can he do here? So Steph getting out of the way for him, so he's not impeded and it is up by 1.5 tenths on this occasion. It's a shame, saying goodbye to one driver already. Hate to see it. Oh, that's very wide into the penultimate corner. I think that will probably be his lap done, actually. It's a shame. He's done for a good improvement there. Would have put him up into P3 ahead of Alfie. He has improved to 29.4, actually. He beats him anyway. A lot of time left in that lap then. We could see him challenge Astro, actually, if he gets a clean one together. Oh, again, very loose on that curve there. How's everyone doing further back? Steph is not yet improved. Cannonly up to 30.5 now. Does ruin the exit out of turn 3 though. I doubt they'll improve on this one. Sashi in the Porsche, back again, 30.52. The back of the grid is very, very close right now. Hope we'll see this continue into the race. We can get some good racing out of that. Sashi barely doesn't improve enough to beat Kennedy on that lap. Sitting at 130.44, he's 130.51. Let's see if Kennedy can improve on that. Glinda Pink actually up into P6 in the Lexus, immediately beaten by Scorer in his sister car there. New livery on that thing's nice actually, unless I'm mistaken. Oh, Keanu, 28.5, 5 tenths ahead of Astro. Good lap there. Luke actually, last sector. Can he do any better? He's gotten a line race into the penultimate corner. He carried more speed for the last one, but it looks clean. See if he improves. Not on this occasion. He's made a mistake somewhere further back. Making mistakes, Steph with a 0.5 penalty. Very easy to do on this track. I expect that's far from the last we'll see of those this race. There's some cars going pretty closely in the last sector. We're going to see Alfie get held up in the dirty air, I believe. We're going to see... Oh, he doesn't even do it. Doesn't finish his lap. Backs off, gets some space. Oh, he's on an outlap. Okay, makes sense. Can Sashi improve though? Not in this lap. Just seems to be quite a ways off. Dutch driver has not put in a lap yet, so that's something. Only 3 seconds off of the pace of Misha. Pink, the last corner. That is not going to be an improvement. Scorer is right behind him. Actually improves on that lap despite the impeding there. Does back off of this one. Not much change at the front of the field though right now. We have seen Astro get demoted down to P4 at the moment. But there's still time for him to come back in this session. Luke, 4 tenths off of the back of him, has respawned for some fresh tyres. The wind picking up slightly. Clicks with his undying support for this race, just make himself known in chat. Alfie can improve on this lap. We'll see the split. He's even. Could be good. Take the rest of this lap on board with him actually in the Subaru. Now this is a part of the track where this car is going to be very fast. This car's just so stable at high speed, you really throw it in. It takes good speed for it, the car is so composed as well. Last corner, bit wide, clean exit though. Looks like a decent lap, didn't see the first half though. Is an improvement, not by much, but it's enough to get him into P5. On his return, he's sitting in a pretty good position already. Anyone close to finishing their laps? Pink. Can he improve? No, missed by 200ths. That could be what makes the difference here. These drivers are so close right now. Dutch driver, don't know what happened on that lap. He's not even going to be close to improving this time. Third gear exit in the BMW. Oh my god. Linda Pink off at turn 1 there. Nearly caused quite an enormous collision actually. Let's run board of Astro for a bit, see what his split time is. Kennelly improves to 30.2. Puts him ahead of Steph, and Steph immediately beats him out by 1.5 temps. Let's see, how is this lap going for Astro? Up to the sector 3 split. 2 temps off at the moment, and this is his final lap. That was a Subaru ahead, I'm guessing that's Alfie. Yeah, let's watch him come across the line, and we'll switch down to Astro. That's Sashi in front of him. Keep an eye on these three as they finish their final laps of the session. Sashi across the line, improves to 30.4. Alfie does not. Astro gets a penalty. Ah, that lap would have put him ahead of Scorer as well. That's a real shame. Speaking of which, here comes Scorer actually, around the last corner. Can he improve on this lap? Using all the track there and a bit more, going onto the grass. 2 temps off. And Keanu bails out because of the last lap. Who is that in the last corner? That is Dutch driver. Penny finally put in a clean effort to put himself out of P last. Looking good. 9 thousandths off of an improvement there. Who is that? That is Kennelly. Last lap is best. Can he go one better? Yep, that is a massive improvement. Up to P6. Still 1.7 seconds off of the imperious pace of Misha at the front of the field though. So once again, just a different class. 127.6 is your pole position time. We see Keanu and I can't see how it is, Dutch driver, just driving side by side in a cooldown lap as we wait for the session to end. Should be any second now as it's a 2-minute start delay. There you go. And now, I have to do a custom grid to let Leon in. So I will quickly mark these results. There we go. Now, how do I do this? Pretty sure I have to do that. This will be fun. I've not had to set a custom grid before. Event settings. Where is the setting? Where's the setting? Tobias, I'm not giving you rain. You can kindly fuck off. Just for the record. Spamming me in my TMs will not get you rain, alright? Oh god, right, back to what I was actually trying to do. Where is the grid? Custom? Where's the custom grid? Oh, there we go. No. Why can I not change the custom grid? How does this work? I don't remember. Tobias. How custom grid? Wow, thank you, Tobias. Join pass. Ah, dear. Sorry for the delay, people. just currently getting some help how to actually set this up. 1 second. Save the settings do from the thing in the menu. What does that mean? I'm going to kill you. Goodness sake. I see. Yeah, there's no options for me to put it on set by host. Give me a second.
Cameron,
Brother,
I
no
hate you.
Shut up, Leon.
Cameron, I hate you. Why wouldn't you let me join you?
I didn't
fucking
see.
nigga?
I didn't see. You're on stream, by the way.
Kill yourself.
Hi, stream.
No, you. Yeah. Yeah, there's no option. It's just fastest or slowest first. Oh. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Starting soon.
Why is it just reset my... Oh my god. Fucking reset my weather. Stupid thing.
Rain.
Take the rain, put it up your ass.
I knew he was going to say that. But
I can't just change.
No, with Cameron.
Now
why?
I can do that. There. Oh my god, who is initializing? I'm gonna kill them.
Not me.
What if
But Cameron...
who is it? Who is it? I'm going to personally stab them. I can't change anything.
But Cameron.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
I need to start all to the back now. I know I'm still going to get B2.
I literally started like as you joined. Also, you're already 7 minutes late.
Shit. I'm sorry I work, and you don't.
Oh, I'm gonna wait for everyone to enter before I can change the grid.
I'm sorry I make money. Bitch.
No, I already have the settings saved, don't worry about it.
Fucking dickhead.
Let me make sure they're still the same. It should be.
No, right?
It should be a soft by
skill issue.
Right.
Okay, that's all saved. Cool. Let me make sure that is actually right. 30 minutes. Can
okay, this is absolutely beautiful, by the way. I told Score to shut the fuck up, and he like said, got it.
Oh.
It's pretty funny, actually.
Hey, look, could you get in, please?
Oh, yeah.
Spare me some change.
Sorry.
Is Clix actually driving, or is he just here?
He's
just here, I believe.
Shadow,
oh, okay.
I'll tell you twice, kill yourself. Oh, I can't, okay. I'll tell you once, kill yourself.
SMH my damn head. I've got it saved, don't worry.
Shaking my damn head. He's just there, okay.
2, 3, 4.
I got a penalty last score and I would have been P3. That's a skill issue.
Where is Alfie? Oh, there he is. I'm blind.
Dit waar.
Cool.
Je mag wel het raam openzetten. Dicht doen en dan met de klok meedraaien.
Should be.
Cameron, we're late.
Shut up.
Dicht, helemaal dicht en dan tik je naar rechts.
So can go back to work. Nah, otherwise I would miss this race.
Oh my god, I can't see anything. The screen's too small. 7. 8. Yeah. Yeah, all good. Cool. There we go.
Astro, that's still a skill issue, to be honest. Right.
I'm killing you all.
Right.
Alright, good luck, guys.
Alright, good. Mate. Fuck you, bitch ass.
Oh, hell no. Honestly, quite incredible. Alright, grid is set. we can begin. Leon has joined us P12 in the Lamborghini, actually. That's something. Alright. 30 minutes of Red Bull Ring is good. Oh, does it change with tyre wear? I feel like it probably did. No, good. Alright, there we go. You finally get his race started, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get down to grid. Starts will be penalised, as per usual. Starting from Misha's POV. Currently just waiting for lights. There we go. 2, 3, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. It's a long hold, but now we're away. Oh, someone doesn't move in the Nissan. Looked like Astro. Full starting, I believe. Going 2 wide in the background, 3 wide. They all get through relatively cleanly though. The score is way off the track. Aside from that, it's a pretty clean start. Sashi manages to pick up a penalty immediately, probably for turn 1. Misha having to defend from Keanu now into turn 3. More going on in the background, almost 2 by 2 actually. Scorer sticking a move on the inside of Alfie. Alfie getting loose on the curb. Look up to P6 after Astro fell all the way back. He's currently just watching these two ahead battle, while being closely followed behind by Steph. He's got to be careful here. Oh, he gets contact from behind there, I believe. That's going to shove him a long way down. It's all so close right now. But the biggest loser of this start is still Astro after he had to have full started to have gone nowhere like that and still just be rolling. Now he's stuck all the way down in P12 behind Dutch Driver. Oh, a contact made with Luca. Dutch Driver is not even on screen. There he is. I don't know what happened to him there. But yeah, it's all kicking off at the back of the grid actually. Leon already up to P7. Great start from him there. He's really making use of the carnage around him. That lovely blue Lamborghini. Astro perhaps looking for a move? No, he will wait. Oh, contacts there again, I think. Hasn't been the cleanest race start from him. Oh, I don't think there'll be any moves made here. Could see a dive, but I don't think he's close enough. Might see Luke going for one on Sashi though. Surely not round the outside. Oh yeah, I thought it was a bit late. Linda Pink takes the hit there. That is very unfortunate for him. He really did nothing wrong there. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time. See Astro trying to mount an attack on Sashi now. This is going to get messy. Oh yeah, this didn't take into account the closing speed there to Luke just trying to take the line through the corner. Still very close in the midfield though, but Leon trying to make a move on Kennedy now. Gap 4 tenths. Makes a much better line through that corner. It's going to get close, but he won't be close enough. Watch him as he follows in the wake of the cars ahead through this last sector. Braking on the curb there. It's really taking it easy there. Bear in mind also just no practice for this man basically. Because he was doing his work, his contribution to society, delivering pizza. It's a very valuable contribution. It's a clean move into turn 1. That is job done, I believe. He gets a much better exit as well. And now he'll be setting sights on Steph in front in the other Lamborghini. It was actually a pretty decent start up to 5th. Again, just not really getting involved in all the carnage in the first lap. Misha at the front's already 4 seconds ahead after the absolute just chaos we had there. Honestly, most normal NVE Red Bull starts. It just happens every time. It's always has to be some kind of carnage there. Oh, I saw someone get loose there. Looks like Kennedy got pushed onto the gravel. exit turn 4. And the pink up to 10, just close the gap down after being put into that half spin at turn 3. Now, we'd hope to see Luke pull away here from Musashi behind. Musashi gets a massive penalty and is off the track. Linda Fingal should also get a penalty for going off there. We're going to see that about now. Yep, there you go. They're going to go side by side here, actually. Oh, nice up and under from the left stroke. Goes very wide, though. I thought he was going to stick that from the camera angle we had there, but guess not. Oh, I just had some spin. Oh, it's just bad to worse for Sashi. Off in the grass at the last corner. Still quite a bit ahead of Dutch driver, though, bringing up the back of the field after that spin in the second sector. Is that Misha round? Misha's round! Rear damage! I wish I had my keyboard connected so we could see what happened there. That's a very weird way to crash at that corner. Unfortunately, we have lost Sashi already. First minute race is hard to come back from something like that, so I can't say I blame him, honestly. But yeah, not what you want to be doing. I mean, no points for retiring. But Aston back up to P6 after that full start we saw him, yes. Where is Leon? He's only P4. I missed the move he made on Steph, actually. But he's absolutely fucked off from in front of the other Huracan behind. It's the last sector now. He's going to be chasing the Subaru in front of him now. The other side driven by Alfie. Actually, he's staying pretty close to the back of the scorer. Similar on pace, these two. First 29.2 and 29.3 on the last laps, respectively. So it could give us a good race here. But I would not want to be driving this Subaru on the Red Bull Ring. This thing is just so ungodly slow on the straights. He's losing time just for the entirety of Sector 1. Just up into turn 3 and turn 4 is just painful. The car has no traction either, so leaving the corners is just difficult as getting to them. But doing well to stay in P3 there. Look at the Lambo here. This slow speed corner is going to be wonderful for it. Rotates nicely, no drama on the power at all. That mid-engine layout's really helping in the middle part of this track. Now, I'm surprised to see Misha still in P7, not quite recovered after their quite miraculous mistake at the first corner. Nice for getting the back end out, actually, trying to get past Steph, a bit too aggressive on the power there. You're going to have to follow closely for his last sector, and that's just... it's really something, that penultimate corner. Dercier is absolutely terrible when you're following at this distance. You see the amount he falls back there. It's a great exit, though. He stays ahead of Misha for now, who does also have a penalty. Still put him another second back, nearly. See if he can get the run out of turn 1. That's a very wide entry. Still managed to get best one. I heard Steph miss a gear there. That will leave him very vulnerable, actually. Speaking of vulnerable, Misha's here to get both of them. We're going to see a double overtake here. They're both past Steph. Can Misha stick the move? Just leaves room. Astro loses it on the curb. And he's driven through Luke in the background. Very lucky for ghosting there. Yeah, Misha overtaking both of those two at turn 3. Steph apologising for that? I didn't see exactly what happened there. I'm guessing he had some part to play in that spin. Maybe he's drove into the back of them after they both slow off in the corner. Oh, big slide there for Leon. But he is now right on the back of Alfie in front, gained nearly a second on this lap so far. Look how much more confidence he can be on the power in that Lambo. Very close now. I don't know why the lights are flashing. It's a funny visual bug. Enormous slide there. Oh my god. Keep it on the track if you want to finish ahead. Some insignificant guy once said. I can't remember how the saying goes now. So to finish first you have to finish, that's it. So, hope we'll be seeing less of those moments from Leon over the course of this race. Let's see if he can get the moves on here. I think he'll be a bit too far away, slipstream not quite strong enough. He just goes for a massive dive, falls out the slipstream. Alfie aggressively defends on the brakes, sits on the apex, stays ahead. Who's approaching in the background. It's Misha in that quite horrible looking GTR. That livery does... Not a fan of that design. Especially the huge Michelin sticker on the wing. It's just cursed. It's so cursed. This is currently our closest grouping of drivers on the track. Score has actually put out a large gap to Alfie behind. But that penalty will hinder him quite significantly. You can see Alfie made a big mistake in the last lap actually to fall back into Leon, losing a second there. He stays ahead for now. Can Leon do anything here? He's going to try and... Oh, he's gone! There's too much sauce in the entry of the corner there. That's running quite a loose setup on that car. Looks very difficult through that last sector. Ends up behind Astro in the end. That is very unfortunate. Started literally from the back of the grid, P12, and now he's got to do all that work again. Still 20 minutes to go, though. We're only a third of the way through his race, so still a chance for him to get something done here. But I think any chance of the podium just disappeared with that mistake. He's such a long way behind the leaders now. Could be seeing Misha go for a move on Alfie soon, though. The gap is really coming down. 1 second penalty, though. I'm not sure where they got that. That's interesting defense. That might be looked at after the race, Alfie. The size difference between these cars just caught me off guard for a second. The Nissan's just so tall. It's around the outside. That would be a brilliant move if he can stick it. Not quite. Just can't quite get it done. Holes behind for now. Inside not staying open to him either. And there's the penalty served on that lap. About 1.5 seconds of time loss on this track, I believe. But that, once again, just means there's more work to do for Misha there. He's falling off the back of the Subaru once again. Look at this absolute train forming in the background, though. 4 cars, very close now. Leon trying to get past Astro again. Astro with a 0.5 penalty though, so if Leon can stay at this distance, that will just be a free move. Oh, God. The rear tyres just falling off on that thing. It seems struggling in the exit of T1. Especially over the bumps as well, so the Lambo doesn't take too kindly to those. Still up on his best lap somehow. Not going to question that. Gap staying around 6/10 for now, but still well within the range of the penalties bringing ahead. Kennelly ahead of into pink. 1.8 seconds is a gap there. Yeah, look at the tyre wear on that Lambo. It's a very slippery setup on that thing by the looks of it. Track conditions, though, are improving. It's gotten a lot sunnier in the last few minutes. So you could see some slightly quicker lap times out of these drivers now. But tyre wear also coming into play now, nearly at the halfway point in the race, which is when I imagine these people will be stopping for their one mandatory stop. We're only outside for Leon there. Gets the move done on Astro. Astro actually comes into the pits. That's an interesting decision. Not to just keep in the slipstream there. Loop goes off. Another free position for Leon. Now he has to re-overtake Steph in front. Steph's had a pretty quiet race so far, but staying out of trouble, staying high in positions. 2 drivers going side by side ahead. Misha finally getting past Alfie, I believe. Another penalty though. God knows what's going on there. I mean, it's like I said, it's very easy to get penalties on this track. Even the likes of Misha find it difficult to keep this race completely clean. See him just disappear off the horizon there. Just the elevation change on this track, it's like a roller coaster. You really see it from that perspective. Leon getting ever closer, so back at the other Lamborghini. 1.3 seconds, just coming down every sector, a little bit at a time. Our race leader though, Keanu, is just miles ahead of him. 8.5 seconds is the gap back to the guys behind. Stays out for another lap. Scorer, does he come in? No, he follows Keanu around. As does Alfie. Misha's in. I think that is the right call there. Steph stays out, as does Leon, bouncing over the curbs in the last corner. Gap not coming down very much in that last sector. Kennelly also in. Oh yeah, I mean, those rear tyres are absolutely shot on the Huracans. Still better tyre wear than Steph in front though. Better? No, worse, sorry. Yeah, just that bit of sliding he's doing in the last sector, not helping him. Fighting traction even in second gear now. Make a huge amount of time on the entry to the corner though. Might see me, but I think he's too far back though. We'll just sit behind on this occasion. Look at the time he's gaining now though. Rising the back, it's a great exit. He's going to stick it around the outside. Or not. Steph looks like he let him go there actually. Not putting up much of a fight at all. It's another position gain for Leon. And now he's got to catch back up to Alfie again. It's like he's made a big mistake in that lap. Only 3.5 seconds ahead from Leon now. Keanu in, Scorer is in, Alfie is in as well. I expect we'll see everyone follow those two now. Leon goes around again. I guess he forgot. It's the Steph being right there, maybe distracting him a little bit. Because that was the in lap. Any longer, you're just wasting time on old tyres. But he stays out again. It's going to be a good in-lap for him to not lose any time to the guys behind. Keanu, after making a pit stop, is only 5.5 seconds behind Leon in front. Such is the gap he had before coming in. Very impressive drive so far. He's been fairly consistent in his lap times too, actually. He's not making any mistakes, not getting penalties. Penalties, something you really have to be aware of on this track. Oh, score very wide at turn 3. Misha getting a great exit. We'll probably see a move here into turn 4. My voice is going. I'm going to have a sip of water after this is done. Scorer all the way over to the right hand side of the track. The room is left. Not the cleanest defense though. The wash is wide on the apex. But he stays ahead for now, keeping Misha behind for another corner. But you'd feel with the pace that she has in that GTR, the move is just inevitable. It's a matter of when they can get past. Oh, that's a brilliant move there. Getting the inside into last sector. Weird bit of lag there, I believe, making some contacts. More contact made on the apex of the corner, but Misha is now in front. Good exit out of the last corner too, so don't think we'll be seeing a reply from Scorer anytime soon. And all this is just really let Alfie catch up to the back of him, actually. Gap's down to 2 seconds now. They wasted a lot of time on that lap fighting like they did. Could see that develop for the end as well. Someone's off at turn 1. There's Leon on his outlap? Not sure how he got over there. It's quite a strange incident. Luke going side by side with Steph, gets past on those soft tyres, already up to 10th after pissing the lap before. Also getting big undercuts from not staying out on those one ones, the one sets. It's another move done for him. Just really involved in the chaos in the first couple of laps. It's put him way down towards the back. He's still in with a chance of a good result if he can put in a clean last stint. But drives ahead in that second train, only 2.5 seconds ahead. Leon is lapping around P6 right now. Making big gains into the back of Astro, actually. After some sort of strange incident at turn 1 after leading with piss. No, of course, that wasn't his lap, because that was the one before, so he did just have some sort of incident on the curbs then. Yeah, the setup on that car is looking very unstable. Thinks he might be a Tobio special. Well, Astro getting moved on at turn 1. That's an interesting place to do it, because they're both going to lose a lot of time to Leon behind them, because they both ruined their exits. Can he do something here? Looks like it will be an easy move on the Subaru. Alfie goes all the way to the right immediately. Leon having none of that, squeezes him to the inside. Room left on the outside. He gets the power down nicely for Lambo. But Alfie keeping alongside. 0.5 seconds for cutting the apex though. So regardless of what happens here, he will not keep that position. Leon taking the inside of turn 4, leaves room on the outside, and gets the move done. It's just another driver vanquishing his way back towards the podium. Now set his sights on Astro in front. He's got a big advantage with that move he made, actually. I don't know, it's an interesting call to go for the move at turn 1, but it's worked out quite well for him in the end. He's managed to avoid getting involved in anything else later in the lap, and losing even more time. But, yeah, he's now going to have to worry about Leon. Leon with, what is that, probably 7 laps to close that gap? Back to indeed. Back to racing. So he's reading the chat for a second. Astro picking up a penalty. I switched away just as he got that, actually. Must have been for the exit of turn 1. Very easy to do. Very wide at turn 3 as well, actually. Must be feeling the pressure from behind now. You've got to be thinking his scenario. That this guy behind me started last. He caught all the way back up to the field. Died. And now he's doing it again. How long is it going to be until he catches me? Okay, just wide again. So many mistakes creeping in on this lap for him. Mind the penalty, it's going to be absolutely huge time loss. Some drivers in the background. Luke's actually catching Alfie in a good race. Has got a penalty though, and that won't help him. He's going to drop back. Steph also with a penalty, so he won't be losing any positions, but he's just losing time, really. He's running out of laps to get that move done. Leon getting ever closer. That penalty served for Astro. He's now only 6 tenths behind. Does look to have slightly better control of that Huracan for the last 2 corners now, though. Now he's got himself warmed up a bit, got used to the setup. I think we'll see him start to cook. 28.7 that lap. Compared to 29.8 for Astro. There's a lot of mistakes being made there. I think he just about stays in track limits there. He's really just skirting the line on that first corner. What can Leon do? The actual pace of the bunch doesn't seem to be that much, but so many mistakes being made from Astro. Doesn't have the exit to make the move on this lap. Take a quick look at the rest of the grid. Scorer just, I don't know, just driving his own race right now. No one really around to challenge him. Oh, it's almost side by side for a second. Astro's deep again. It's under lots of pressure from Leon behind. If you look over the rear wing of the Nissan, see the Lamborghini closing in these slow speed, pretty rotation focused corners. Yeah, just getting ever closer in the rearview mirror. That's got to be putting a lot of pressure on him right now. Can he stay focused, keep this position? It'd be a good finish for him if he did, after being down at the back after a false start. Yeah, both these drivers making a great recovery drive tonight. But they can't fight too much, because there is still time to catch Scorer if he gets penalties. If they take too long to get this move done, they've put themselves out of any contention for the podium. Leon 3 tenths behind, not close enough on this occasion. Up and under though, Astro's going wide again. Wind changing direction slightly, just changing that braking point for turn 3. I think it's a good exit. Astro indicates to the right, showing he's going to leave the space there, but Leon does make a dive, but gets a nose in, can't really get the move done unless he gets a great exit with that Lambo. One of the many strengths of that car actually. Running outside, not happening though. Up and under. Oh, that's a brilliant start to move. Can he seal it on the inside of the next corner? Comes the outside for the one after. He is ahead. Slight contact made at the apex there, but not horrendous. Just hard racing there. Alfie picks up a 1 second penalty in the background. That's going to drop him right onto the back of Luke, actually. If he has a bad lap this time round, he might even lose position before they get to the corner. Luke, though, having also to worry about Steph behind, has picked up another penalty. So, I guess not. If Steph doesn't make this lap difficult for him, he could be looking at overtaking Alfie before it's done. That would be another good change position for him there. Leon's extending the gap now. 6 tenths ahead already. Getting much better entry to turn 3. Needs a lot of time there. Does he have time to hunt down Scorer? Only 3 laps left. Can he close down a 3.4 second gap? Going that deep at turn 4 won't help his efforts, but lap time's looking pretty quick. Consistent 28.9s. Scorer lapping in the mid-29s. So the pace advantage is there, but is it enough for him to close down the gap? I think you have to get into the slip and make it a bold move at some points in the track. Alfie now serving his penalty, pulls over to the left-hand side of the track. Stays there. Luke pulls to the inside. Alfie sticks it around the outside. Brilliant defense, using the downforce advantage of the Subaru. Stays ahead. Oh, Luke spins it on the curb. So many times we've seen that mistake tonight. And it just claims the BMW driver at such a bad time. There's not time for him to catch up anymore. It's such a shame for him. He's having a really good battle with these two. Speaking of battles, Alfie having to defend again, now from Steph, who's turn 3. Broken not fast in a straight line, but fast enough to trouble that poor PSF. Oh, that's another spin. Just, you hate to see it. So many good battles cut short today by driver error. But we might see this come back to life, actually. Is Luke close enough to make a dive into turn 4? Not quite. Alfie goes defensive anyway. So he's defending fresh air there. He's only losing himself time. And the gap remains static. 4 tenths. But he's got a lot of work to do now. He's going to keep that BMW behind for one more lap. Slightly worse tyre wear, but pretty similar patterning there. More wear to the front on both of these cars. Perhaps more so on the Subaru in front. so rotation will be a little bit better for Luke in that BMW. But it will not be an easy move to make regardless. Alfie has shown time and time again today he's ready to make a forceful defense, should we call it. He doesn't just let you get past by any means. So you're going to see something quite special actually, I think. That run out of turn 1 is not going to be helping him. Leon, I think 1 lap more, this would have been an easy move. He's going to need something quite extraordinary in this last sector to close the gap enough to overtake him. It's not undoable, but it's going to be a massive challenge. Can he close the gap here? Already down to 6 tenths. A bit wide there. Comes up again. Just hasn't quite been clean enough so far for him to get this done. I don't think he's going to be close enough, barring some sort of penalty to the scorer. Keanu finishes in P1 in the meantime. But can Leon get his final podium spots? That is the question. Closes the gap again, 4.5 tenths now. As not to be. Scorer keeps it within the white lines there. And that barely misses out on the podium spot there. Good driving by Scorer though, to keep it clean for pretty much the entire race. Steph beats out Alfie and Luke after they both had their individual spins. Luke in the end not quite having the pace to beat out Alfie in the last lap, which is P8. Kennelly he's there, finishes P9 after quite a quiet race actually, just really getting involved in the first laps and then falling back with all sorts of incidents. But perhaps a lonelier race yet for Blinter Pink here. 30 seconds off the back of Kennelly, but still here, he is going to finish, so respect there. He will come across the line to finish P10. That is your race for tonight. My throat is completely gone. Gotta get my water. Oh god. There you have it. Look at our results for today. We have Keanu finishing P1 with Misha behind him, and Scorer rounding out the podium, P3. Leon barely finishing behind. In the end, only 5 tenths was the gap there. P4. Astro P5 after getting a full start actually. It's a decent recovery from him to finish there. Steph P6, Alfie P7, Luke in P8, Kenley in P9, Linda Pink P10, and your 2 non-finishers for tonight, Sashi and Dutch Driver. So with that, thank you for watching. If you are still here at the end of this 30-minute race, and we'll see you next week for some tracks I don't remember. Quickly go and have a look at the calendar. If I can find it, I'm quite blind. There we go. And they've only published the first 5 races of the season. Excellent. Well, I guess then I'll leave it at that. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching, and good night.